Okay, everyone, my name's Adam Rimmer, and I'm the co-founder of Flood Flash. I'm sure I won't need to tell the people in the room, because it's been highlighted pretty extensively over the last month or so, the size of the flood underinsurance problem. Headlines of Harvey coming in about a month ago, something like 80% of homes there didn't have any flood insurance. Same problem with Irma. Look at Matthew last year, $15 billion of loss, something like 2/3 of that was uncovered flood damage. Same year, Louisiana floods, $15 billion of loss again, and only $3 billion of that was covered, even with the NFIP program in place in the States. And not just in the States, markets all around the world. Southeast Asia, Thai floods in 2011, something like $45 billion of loss, about $15 billion of covered. Over the last decade, flood losses, I think, average about $50 billion a year. About $9 billion of that is covered. This is a multi-billion dollar problem, and somebody is going to be successful who finds the innovative solution to that problem. So we hope that Flood Flash is part of that solution. So effectively, it's all about making the flood cover available to more people. At the moment, the irony is that if you need flood insurance, you probably can't get it. Your insurer is likely to exclude it. So let me tell you how we do it. So, along with my co-founder, Ian Bartholomew, Dr. Ian Bartholomew, excuse me, we used to work at RMS, the catastrophe modelling company, in their capital markets division. Between us, we've structured the model that triggers on about $2 billion of parametric catastrophe bonds. Bonds that trigger and protect insurance companies or large corporates based on the measurement of a physically measurable parameter, whether that be wind speed or ground motion in an earthquake, or indeed flood depth. So we're translating or transplanting that methodology down to homeowners, SMEs, and other businesses. So we have a sensor we stick on the side of your warehouse or factory or anything like that. If that measures a pre-agreed flood depth of, say, 20 centimetres, that pings us a signal, and then we ping you a pre-agreed payout of, say, 100 grand, and that will be in your account before the end of the day. There are no restrictions on what you can spend that on. You can use it for business interruption, for content, replacing content, repairing building damage, or going on holiday. It's really down to you. We do this by setting an individual price for every single person and every single contract based on an algorithm derived from catastrophe models. And because of this, it means there's no black spots. Unlike at the moment, there are huge areas of the country, both in the UK and globally, where you can't get flood insurance when you need it. We will always be able to offer everybody a price. I guess we're pitching. So what are we pitching for? We're kind of our capacity side, we're kind of all set with. We're just about to get going on a pilot with our first set of customers. And we're actually not looking for investment at the moment, but we will be probably thinking about that in November time. I think two things really. Sort of distribution is what we would. So, we're starting to think about now, and how once we've got this pilot scheme going, how we can really sort of crack into the market, and not just in the UK. We're starting in the UK just because that's where we are. But as the stats that I was throwing out at the start show, we're looking. We really see this as a global problem, and we want to go global as soon as we can. I suspect we haven't got time for any questions.
Yes,
if anyone's got any? Great.
There's a company called Jumpstart doing something similar on Quake. Are you working with them, or what sort of?
No, we're not. They do parametric product based on if you've got a earthquake of like magnitude X, like 10 kilometers from you, you get I think it's very small, I think like 10,000 bucks, something like that. I'm not sure if they've got any live policies yet. I think they did as of a couple of months ago. One of the problems we see with that is that soil conditions can make a huge difference to the way that a hazard is felt with an earthquake. So magnitude 6, 10 kilometers away might mean two things totally different for you than it is for somebody else. And kind of similarly with flood, you can't use something as distance away as a proxy. Like if it's flooding 50 kilometers away, that makes no difference to me where I am. Like even if you're on the same street, if there's a slight slope, that might be different. So that's why we use the sensor, because we have to measure the hazard at the point of being insured.
How are you going to protect against fraud?
Yeah, really good question. We get this. We get asked this probably like first time, and certainly we've had to make our capacity provider very, very sort of comfortable with this. Lots of things. We measure the rise and fall of the water, so we can tell from the profile of that whether or not it's what we'd expect flood water to be, and not just a guy with a bucket. the simplest way actually, because they're so cheap, we've got a camera in the sensor, so when it triggers it takes a photo. Again, if we see a chap with a hose, we will probably not be paying out. Things like, there's a pin in the wall, kind of like akin to a, like a burglar alarm on a window, completes a circuit, and so you know if that circuit's broken, somebody's tried to move the sensor down into the water.
Okay, I think that's time.
Cool, alright, thank you very much everybody. Cheers.